What's up, guys? Alex here with our next video. Today we're not talking about business, but it indirectly can affect your business because of the benefits of what I'm going to talk about. So on this channel, we're going to talk about modern society, my past experiences. We're going to talk about business, and I'm going to throw in some holistic health, which is something that I've gotten really into the last few years, and it's truly helped me out. And then the older I'm getting, I'm realizing how worthless big pharma is and how disastrous they are against humanity and what they're really all about. So anyways, with that being said, I talked about this in a previous video, and I had someone ask me, they're like, Alex, you had a crazy claim about how to produce stem cells naturally. Well, how do you figure that one out, Alex? I'm going to tell you. After blowing a ton of money, I think it was like 50, 60,000 bucks in Medellin, Colombia on stem cell treatment, that actually they indirectly ended up injuring me. Actually, it was directly, so I don't think they did it on purpose, but it left some permanent injuries, unfortunately. So I went down the holistic health rabbit hole dramatically the last few years. I never was into health, ever. But I've gotten so fascinated by these subjects of like herbalists, studying herbalists and different herbals and alternative medicine methods for my Lyme disease and my other health issues I was dealing with. And I'm telling you, it's just something that's really piqued my interest, and I've learned quite a bit from it. So I'm going to tell you about how to naturally produce stem cells for cheap. For next to nothing. Actually, there's two methods. The one method is a free method, which is difficult but doable. I've done it before, and I've noticed a significant improvement to my skin, my sense of smell, my sense of taste, and even my hair, my nails, everything, right? And then there's a second method, which is more doable. It's a little bit harder, but not harder, but it's a lot easier. But I'll tell you both methods. So the first method, right, to save you all this money on getting stem cell treatment, is fasting for 7 days. Yes, no food for 7 days. If you see the record, I believe the record of a gentleman that was able to go over 100 days without eating food. I'm not telling you to do 100 days, I'm just telling you to do 7. But what you're going to want to do is, along that time, drink plenty of water, but hydrate the water as well. Hydrate yourself. What I like to use is snake juice. That's the best electrolyte powder I've come across. You put that in your water, you slug that down. So you're going to want to do that multiple times a day for the 7 days. After day 7, excuse me, after day 7, that's when you start to realize, and that's when you'll notice, that's when the stem cells start to produce naturally in your own body. And you're going to start seeing the benefits of that over time as well. You're probably asking, wow, 7 days. Is it doable? It is doable. Coming from someone that used to be obese, okay? I used to be 300 pounds. I'm about 200 pounds down. So, how did I feel during the 7 days? Day 1, a little bit, it wasn't too bad. I was thinking about food, but it was more out of boredom. I wasn't necessarily hungry, it was just out of boredom. Day 2 started to get hard. Day 3 and 4 was the hardest. Day 5 was hard. Day 6 was peaking down. Day 7, I could have kept going longer, I think, but I just was like, all right, 7 days is enough. And I remember the first thing that I ate, very weird, and at the time I was living in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Oddly enough, you're supposed to eat something kind of light to get your fast under, like to go back into your normal life. But I randomly had sushi, I remember, which I don't usually eat, but I had sushi. It was the first meal I had after the 7-day fast. And I cannot explain to you guys, my taste buds are about to explode. My mouth was just watering. I can't believe how powerful my sense of taste was, and also too my sense of smell. all my senses were like enlightened by like 100-fold, 100 times more than usual. And I was almost embarrassed when I was eating it too. And I just was having some other things as well I was eating. And I'm like, wow, like this is incredible. But the main thing was my sense of taste and smell. My inflammation was like mostly gone. Yeah, and you feel like you actually feel the transformation, and you'll see the differences over time as well. Maybe what I would recommend too is maybe start off with like a 2 or 3 day fast, just kind of prep yourself, and then work your way up to a 7 day fast eventually. You could also do a dry fast as well. However, if you're going to do a 7 day fast to produce stem cells, you're going to want to drink that water with the snake juice powder in it, which is very, very important. If you don't do that, big trouble could happen. Big trouble. So be careful. And again, I'm not a doctor. Okay? I'm not a doctor. So this is just, I'm telling you my experience of what I did. So this is what this video is about. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you guys to go do this necessarily, but I'm just saying this is what I did. And here's what I noticed, the benefits. Now that's method one on how to get stem cells, to produce stem cells naturally. The second way is 100% raw cacao, 2 cups a day for 30 days straight. 2 cups a day, raw cacao every day for 30 days. And when you do this, your body starts to produce stem cells. Okay, a lot cheaper than $50,000-$60,000 for a full body stem cells, right? Now here's where you got to be careful with this method, option 2. This is where you want to be careful because they have found in a lot of 100% raw organic cacao a lot of chemicals and heavy metals. So if you're able to source and get raw cacao that does not have these heavy metals in it, this is the best method to go forward, okay? As you know, all the food in the grocery stores now pretty much is just loaded with poisons, okay? Even the organic stuff, the organic fruits as well and vegetables, right? A lot of these have pesticides and crap on it too, but they're able to use specific type of pesticides where it can bypass and get approved, right, by big government, big pharma, where they're like, oh yeah, this is organic, even though they are sprayed with a certain type of new pesticides. Supposedly that passes their test, right, to claim it as organic. But even organic, you got to be careful. So in an ideal situation, an ideal world, you'd like to get everything directly from a farm if you're fortunate and able to. And that's what I did. A majority of my diet now is carnivore diet. So most of the food I eat is directly from a farm. Grass-fed and finished meat. You want to make sure it's grass-fed and finished specifically. Because grass-fed's good, but then if it's not finished with grass, it's finished with corn and all this other crap, you don't want that. Grass-fed and finished, okay? Raw milk's been a game changer. And then also I take these farm pasture-raised eggs. They're naturally going around eating chickens. They're not under a bunch of stress combined in the small area. So yeah, I take these eggs, 12 a day, put it in the raw milk, slam them down. What I have noticed since doing this, way higher libido and physical appearance is looking better. So these are the 2 methods that I've come across so far to produce stem cells naturally. And what you'll notice is by doing this, you should notice like any little nagging injuries you have, they should almost go away if it's not too serious with this method of producing natural stem cells, but also your physical appearance as well. You should notice a lot more better quality differences. Hope you guys found this interesting. I learned this by accident. I never went out of my way to talk about stem cells or alternative medicine or holistic health. And by the way, it shouldn't be called alternative medicine. It should be just called true medicine because that's what alternative medicine is. Alternative medicine should be called all the crap that big pharma is pushing on us, which is not even medicine, it's poison. Guys, hopefully you learned. Please try this out. Let me know if you're able to pull this off or if you've done anything else that you've noticed to help with stem cell production in your body. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm looking forward to your next couple of comments here, and hopefully I could learn from you as well. If you guys have any questions or comments, concerns as well, leave a comment. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see next. Peace.